Hi, this is Stacy of Ellis Family Farms, and I am back at the Self-Reliance Festival. And I even put a little bit of makeup on and wore jeans. Well, okay, I wear jeans at home when I'm working, but this is going to be a different kind of... I wore my good jeans. So, all right, I'm going to go back to my booth for a while. I'll give you a video. Pam put a lot of cool stuff in there, so I need to rearrange and make sure I get all her stuff out. I just kind of dumped it out there last night and kind of set it up. Let's go. All right. It's been a couple of years since I've done this, but here's all my candles set up. You could tell, like, these are the ones that I actually bought the wax where they filtered it a lot better than what I used to filter it when Tom was a beekeeper. And I've got a few of these other candles. Here's my eucalyptus. Oh, and I got to get my stuff straight. And the lavender, and we've got some lotion bars and healing sap, and then all this cool stuff is Pam's. And I'm going to do a speed course on what to do, on how to sell it for her. She had a whole mess of stuff that looks really good. Well, okay, Billy Bond is talking now. I'm going to be going after him. Boy, I'm going to be glad when this gets over with, because I am so nervous. This is a nice thing outside. The sun has come out. It's a beautiful day. What are you doing here? We got a lot of nice people. We got several booths outside too. All right, we're going to try and knock this out of the park.
All right, everybody, it's time to get the show back on the road. Okay, this next speaker might have been surprised that I was like, yeah, come speak. So Thecia is someone I've known for a few years. I met her first via email because she was listening to my podcast. And she has been on her own journey of taking ownership for her life and her well-being, acknowledging that there's only one person that you can change, and that's you. Which means when you're in a bad situation, your reaction to that situation is the only thing you have control over. If somebody else is involved in a bad situation, you can't change them. And I think it's really hard for many of us who are preppers, who have maybe spouses who are not on board, who we're like, how do we change them? And the answer is, you can lead them along and encourage them to join you in something. But can you really change your spouse? Can you really change what they're going to do or where their priorities are? Not really, right? It's up to you. That's why that shirt says it's up to you. I brought it out for your presentation. With that, I'm going to hand it over to Thecia, whose name I finally learned how to say right after 3 years. Take it away.
Hi, guys. I am Thecia of Ellis Family Farms, and the first thing you're going to say is, what in the world is a Thecia? I don't know. Okay, now, what I'm going to tell you is I've got people in the audience. It might be a bumpy ride, some of the stuff I tell you. So I've got people in the audience that if they're like doing this, that means I need to go into a different mode, because I'm 60, I'm considered old now. So if I'm going to be touching subjects and I get this, I'll just go, and I'm old, and I'm going to tell you what I'm going to tell you, all right? So maybe that'll help lighten it up a little bit for you. I haven't shown this yet. If you look, they've taken the wheel off of the back end here, because that's the drive wheel, and he's got it attached to a grain mill, and that's how he's grinding. I don't know what grain he's grinding over there. Looks like wheat possibly, but that's kind of an interesting way to do that. And these guys have a wood miser. I am so jealous. And he's brought some logs. I think he's going to be doing a demonstration tomorrow. But there's some sawdust over there, so he may have already done some already. Man, it'd be sweet to have one of those. Oh man, this guy's putting on one of those suits. Because these are the dogs that are protected dogs. I can't remember what they're called. They're from Canine Fortress. But it looks like this guy's going to be attacked. We'll see if we can catch it on video.
Stop fighting the dog and I'll call her off. Yeah, so that's good take. Good take, girl. Good take. Stop fighting the dog.
Yep.
This really isn't here. This is the most
Okay, we've got generator noise in the background, but I still wanted to get some of this footage of the different pins that he's done. Looks like he's got some Cornish crosses in one pin over there. He's got some free rangers too. I'm not sure. Oh, and I see where the rabbits are located now. But he's got different kinds of. And I had wondered about these metal cages, like this one here, but it's got the tarp and stuff over it. Because I think I saw one of them a few months ago at a different thing. I don't remember it being covered with tarp though, or whatever that is. And then he's got these other kind of cages here. Oh, those rabbits inside of those. Ah, that's interesting. Yeah, those are rabbits inside of that one. Oh, and they are the one behind it also. Very cool. I can't tell where you can see. There's other, I think there's dogs pinned up back there where the blue tarps are. I don't know what's underneath that there. But he's got a lot going on here. It's pretty cool.
Work it out. We're on the road to nowhere. Come on inside. Taking that ride to nowhere. I'll take that ride.
Okay, it's the next morning, and there's 2 or 3 speakers I want to catch, and then I'm probably going to head out here a little bit early. But my first guy that I'm going to be checking out to is Tim Toolman. He's just starting. Let's go check him out.
Hold this video first. And what you're going to see is this disheveled looking dude sitting in his office talking to himself. I had a glorious beard that was so unkempt that, you know, it was embarrassing. And I knew I had something important to say, but I was this guy sitting in his office with his iPhone leaned up against a wall, didn't even have a tripod, didn't have a microphone, normally myself like this. I was, you know, it's important, but I don't really want to talk about it.
And 6 2x6 long. Now we want to need 6 2x12. Now we're talking ourselves. Right? Here's Nicole. Maybe this is Jack. This might be Tim. You might have Thesis here. I'm underneath the midline, very higher above midline. But you don't know what that means. So there's a couple of questions that we can ask to kind of determine where we find ourselves. And as I build this model, I'm not putting anybody in a box or trying to define somebody or put you somewhere, like we're not adding labels. It's just something to understand people better.
I have been so busy meeting people. I'm in the weight room or the garage, and this is what's in there. There are 2 or 3 things. This is a very interesting place. I don't know how well you can see that. Let's see if I can zoom in if that helps. But I believe that's the same fire that I was seeing when I was on the way to the Self-Reliance Festival, but now I'm going away. But I think when I saw it the other day, it was over that way more. So I don't know. That makes you wonder. I may have to check that out and see where if it is a fire and if it's moved or it's just dust. I don't know. I just find it interesting that it's still there 3 days later. Well, as you can tell, I made it home. It was a wonderful weekend. I'm still just amazed at how nice that people were to me there. And I have to admit, I was so nervous to give that talk, and I was going over the footage of it today, and I guess it really was okay, but I've noticed even then I'm still going through my mind all the things I forgot to say, even with my notes there, and what I should have said, what I shouldn't have said. It's just kind of a weird thing. I guess maybe if I get to do some more talking, then it'll be easier and it won't be so bad, but I don't know. That first time, it was nerve-wracking, but it was so cool to see some of my other friends give some talks too, and they're all new friends to me, you know, and some of the ones that that I get to do the Fireside Freedom podcast with. We got some picture together. Not everybody was there, but enough of it was there. We got a pretty decent picture. I'll put that at the end of this video too. But it was just, people were warm, they were kind, they were helpful. You know, it was just wonderful, and I was so glad to be there, and I was also glad to be home. I'm going to make a completely different video of nothing but my talk. I'm going to put a warning on it. There's some subject matter in there that you might not want to listen to it with kids. I mean, you know, how people's life stories are. There's some tough things in there. But I'll make that into a separate video so that if anybody who wants to watch it, they can also. But I'm glad I did it, but I'm really glad it's over. So if you like this kind of thing, guys, and you just need somebody who needs a little bit of encouragement to get up off the couch, get on with their lives, send this to them so they can have that encouragement. You know, I really enjoy talking, but I really enjoy the work I do around here, and I hope that you find the work that you enjoy too, to get up and live. Live until you die, guys. This is it. God bless.